everyone, without exceptions, has achieved their own wishes, their own desires. And if we had in the past a desire and we had discipline and we truly desired that thing, whatever that was, it worked. So we really feel that if we desire something, it has to be manifested sooner or later. It's a question of time, a matter of time, we may say. But when we look at our world right now, when we look what is happening right now, we are disappointed. We are sad. We actually are frustrated by new restrictions. Sometimes they open something, sometimes they close something. We may really say that politicians, they fulfill their own desires. They do what they want. They take advantage of our weaknesses. They take advantage of the current situation and they implement their own desires. They do what they plan to do, what they wish. And we have nothing to say. We actually don't feel responsible for anything what is happening. Because if I ask a question, let's ask a question. Am I responsible for the way we travel or we cannot travel as we used to? Am I responsible that schools are closed? Am I responsible for the way we can run business as we run? I am not. I was not there. I didn't touch that. I was not there. This actually influenced, on the other side, we may say, our relationship with our clients, our relationship with our family, with ourselves, with our soul. But I was not there. Can you tell me that I am responsible for something that I didn't touch? Have we ever asked a question? If I had a desire in the past, and I knew that this is my desire, and I wanted to fulfill my desire this way or another, did I go to my neighbor and I ask him or her whether I could fulfill my desire in a way I wanted? Of course not, it's an absurd. Did we go to our neighbor and help him to fulfill his or her desire? No. We knew what we wanted, we knew what was right for us, and we implemented that, right? Okay, so why are we surprised that politicians do exactly the same? They don't ask us for permission. They should ask. But hold on a second, because they are responsible. We are not? The question can be pointed at us too. Are we not responsible for ourselves, for our family, and for country? Yes, we are. But nobody told us, and we never asked anybody how to fulfill our desire. Politicians only shows us, they show us as ourselves. They show who we are. They show our consciousness. They show the way we lived so far, to date. They are not the masters, they are our tools. Actually, we use them as a tool to show us who we are. You see, but we prefer to focus that they are wrong. We prefer to point out that they are wrong, that they made a mistake. So if we take two parties, one party goes left, another goes right, they will never meet. They will never talk. They have different desires. They will never unify. That is the problem. They may talk, they want to, but they will never unify. That is the issue. Because nobody in our world asks whether my desire or your desire are interconnected, intertwined. Nobody asked this. We are not interested in that. We didn't want to know. You do what you want to do in a way you want to do, and I will do and fulfill my desires in a way I want to do it. And you see, this is disunification. This is the problem, because we are connected on a conscious level, on a much, much deeper level. This is the problem. This is this unity which creates the current situation around the world. That is the issue. The only issue, we may say. But nobody told us to do so, of course, because ego doesn't want us to go inside us and ask questions about my desires. I am okay. Don't worry about me. You take care of yourself. Ego wants us to see these external factors that are wrong, that I am not responsible for because I was not there, I didn't touch that. So it's so easy to point out the cause of that situation, but the cause is not here. It's never going to be here in our world. Our world is illusion, and whatever we point out is illusion too. The cause is in our consciousness. So is there any chance that we can unify these two things? Of course we can unify. Because when you look at the light bulb, there is plus and minus. Without them, it wouldn't give a light. No way. But what we do, sometimes we are only on the left, sometimes we are on the right. We separate from that. And that is the mistake, because we can never ever create light. Therefore, what we go through right now around the world, it's something that we don't understand. It's something that creates chaos. Because, of course, it's not the original thought that was. The original thought was the harmony. The original thought was something good for us, but it came out something bad. Because of the consciousness. Because of these desires. We know, and psychologists confirm, scientists confirm, that there is always cause. Whatever we experience right now, it's the effect. Sometimes we may not know the cause, we need to find out, but there is always cause. So, what is between the cause and effect? Time. There is time. And if there is enough time inside between the cause and effect, then we can change something. We can see the cause. We can repair the cause before the effect pops in. But in the age of Aquarius, we have less and less time. Therefore, there is more and more effect, the final effects, which we don't understand, because there is less and less time. Even if we think about our past, wasn't the life like quiet here? So nice, so quiet. We had so much time. We had time to talk to our friends, to travel, to eat dinner, to read a newspaper. We had so much time. Everything was so in a huge harmony, put in order. How about today? There is no time. Because in age of Aquarius, the effects actually, which is the accumulation, is the accumulation of all our reincarnations. It's manifesting. And therefore, when we look at our world, we don't understand what is happening. It's always fault someone else. And we focus on that. We still focus. So the universe is tightening up. It's tightening up the belt. We cannot breathe anymore. Because it's showing us, look inside your desires. Look what you have been doing. Change your desire. Stop the time. Slow down the time. Add some time. This is the remedy today. And we can do that. We can add time. This is the key, we may say. In spirituality, there is no time. So imagine if there is time between cause and effect, then inside we have moves, we have things to do. In spirituality, there is no time. Only on our earth is time. So we even forget what was the cause. We cannot connect the effect in our world with the cause. Therefore, we blame other people. Because who remembers what took place 2000 years ago in our consciousness? So when we are in a house, in our home, and we go to work or we teleport to our work, then we think that we are now at work, that I am not in my house anymore. So I am not responsible for what is happening over there. But in spirituality, there is no time. We are everywhere. We are in our house and simultaneously in our work. So if you think about it, what we have been doing, all these incarnations, we are everywhere at the same time. So if you are in a relationship right now, physically you are in one relationship, in your consciousness you are in 10 or in dozen relationships in your consciousness. So if something is happening right now, something doesn't work and it's coming as an effect in our relationship, we don't understand. Of course we cannot understand with our 5 senses. We cannot understand that, but we point out it's your fault. Because it's in our consciousness. Because it is our consciousness the answer and all causes. Our work is to unify these collective desires, which we never wanted to do, never. And by this, we will add more time, or stop at least for a while the time for us. And we will influence the final effect. We can heal any issue in our world, but we have to start with our desires. And this is what I'm going to talk more about this week.